Hello, this is Trevor. Today we're working on the first lesson in the cross-site request forgery labs on PortSwigger's Web Security Academy. The first thing I want to do is kind of talk to you about my study sheet. Here it is, and what I did was I took the information available in the learning materials. I condensed it down and put it in my own words and made sure I understand it for all the attacks that we're going to do. We may see attacks that require modifications or CSRF or whatever. We'll have to work with the referral header. This is how we're going to do that. We may see CSRF tokens in the cookie, and this is how we'll do that. We'll exploit it either by get or by post, depending on what's available. If we're doing get, we'll just do an image source with the URL. If it's a post, we'll build the form and then include a script that auto submits it. And then if the CSRF token is in the form only, this is how we'll work through what we need to do in order to solve it. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, let's get started. So we're on this first one, which is an email change functionality vulnerable to CSRF. HTML that uses CSRF to change the viewer's email address. And it doesn't tell us what we need to change it to. So I'm assuming we can change it to anything. And we have our own credentials that we can use to log in to see what that form looks like. All right, well, without further ado, let's get started. Please remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let's go to my account and we'll log on. Wiener Peter. Here's the change email address. new@email.com. Update. So I'm submitting this just to make sure I know what the form looks like before we work on the exploit. So proxy HTTP history. We're looking at this. It's a post. And as you can see, it's just one field, no CSRF token. So this should be fairly easy to code. Let me go to courses, web Security Academy, and we're going to make a directory called CSRF and cd CSRF. I'm going to link, so ln-s, the utils file folder directory, which contains all of, it contains the template and all of the other stuff that we use. All right, so if I LL, we've got that. Let's create the scripts. We will need the name, which is we'll just call it no defenses. So vim no defenses.py. Grab that template. And I don't know if we're on a shop. I'll have to... Can't remember. I mean a blog. We'll go to home. We are on a blog, so we can just use the template as is. We do need to get the exploit server because we are going to deliver our payload through the exploit server. So if I remember right, that, whoops. Where was that? CSRF. That is in site. Get exploit URL. And we can just post exploits. That will do it for us. So we want blog.post exploit. And we're going to post it in the what? In the response body. Response body equals, and we'll do payload here, and then we'll type out our payload. Then we'll do blog.isSolved. Okay, so payload equals, we'll triple quote it. Remember, we need a form with just one field. So I can start with HTML form, and let's copy 4. Let's copy this stuff. I'll delete this, put this here, and might as well just create the HTML and end HTML. Form action, we want the URL, so we need where does this post the data. It's this URL. So I'm going to copy my account to change email. Copy. And I'm going to put that here. And I'm also going to do the blog.base URL plus this. I need to put curly braces around this. Wait, I don't need the plus. And then I'm going to do F here. So this will get replaced with what the base URL is. And that's where it's going to be posted. And the method is post. Now we need an input field. We can also look at the exact form itself. Right. Yeah, this is it. We just need this. I'm just going to copy this exactly. I don't like the indents, but I can just do that. The important part is that the name, which this has email, matches what gets posted wherever that post was, right here. We need to have that match, and it does. And then we'll submit it. We need to tell it what we want the email to be changed to. So let's got 'em at ubhackedsucker.xyz. That looks appropriate. Let's comment this out. And we can run it. Python, no defenses. Whoops. Copy. Paste. Enter. Let's see how we did. Lab is solved. Woohoo! We did it. We got our first one. All right, so just to recap, we took a look at what the form needs to have, the values and stuff that it needs, which I don't remember where it was. It was somewhere. Anyway, once we had that, there's a lot of YouTubes. I don't know what those are about. Anyway, once we had it, oh, it's right here. We knew that it had no CSRF protection. We had one input field with the name email. So we built out our payload using the HTML, and with one form with I apologize. We built it out using HTML and included a single form. In the form, we set the action to the page that the form needs to post to, and set the method to post. We added an input field with the same name as what we saw get submitted, and set the value to what we wanted the email to be. And then we put a script in there that gets that form. This gets an array of all forms, and 0 takes the first form and then automatically submits that. So, and then we delivered that through the exploit server. So when the victim receives this HTML page, it automatically submits and changes their email address using, their session. And that was it. I hope I did a good job explaining it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.